Hello everyone. Now we will discuss shear modulus. In this we will discuss about the shear modulus, unit of the shear modulus, Poisson ratio, relationship of the shear modulus and other elastic constant, and we'll solve an example. There are some forces acting on the body. The some forces are the perpendicular forces or the or the longitudinal, and some forces are the lateral forces or the tangential forces on the body. When the forces some forces are perpendicular to the cross sectional area of the beam and some forces are parallel to the cross section area of the beam. Now we will discuss the modulus of elasticity, bulk modulus, shear modulus, Young's modulus. Young's modulus describes the material's strain response to uniaxial stress in the direction of the stress, like pulling on the ends of a wire or putting a weight on top of a column with a wire getting longer and column losing height. When we apply force on a beam, its length increases while the other dimensions decreases and the dimension changed. Stress developed. The ratio of the stress and the strain produced is called the Young's modulus. The Poisson ratio now describes the response in the direction orthogonal to this uniaxial stress, the wire getting thinner and the column thicker. The bulk modulus K describes the material's response to uniform hydrostatic pressure, like the pressure at the bottom of the ocean or a deep swimming pool. Now we discuss the shear modulus. In material science, shear modulus or the modulus of rigidity, denoted by G or sometimes S or mu, is defined as the ratio of the shear stress to the shear strain. The shear modulus or modulus of rigidity is the ratio of the shear stress to the shear strain. The shear stress tau is equal to force upon area. Shear strain phi is the del x upon L. Modulus of rigidity shear modulus will be equal to tau upon phi. The derived SI unit of shear modulus is the Pascal, although it is usually expressed in gigapascal or in 1000 pounds per square inch. Its dimensional form is m1 L-1 T-2, replacing force by mass times acceleration. The shear modulus is concerned with the deformation of solid when it experiences a force parallel to one of its surface while its opposite face experiences an opposing force, such as friction. In the case of an object shaped like a rectangular prism, it will deform into parallelepiped anisotropic materials such as wood, paper, and also essentially all single crystals exhibit differing material response to stress or strain when tested in different directions. In this case, one may need to use the full tensor expression of the elastic constant rather than a single scalar value. One possible definition of fluid would be a material with zero shear modulus. The shear modulus G describes the material's response to the stress like cutting it with dull scissor. These moduli are not independent, and for isotropic materials, they are connected by the equation 2z multiplied by 1 plus mu equal E equal 3k 1 minus 2 mu, where G is the modulus of rigidity, E equal modulus of elasticity, which is the ratio of the normal stress to the normal strain. bulk modulus, which is the ratio of normal stress to the volumetric strain, and mu is Poisson ratio. Here is an example. A stud of 10 mm diameter projects 40 mm from the wall. Here a shearing force of 36 kN is applied at the end of the stud. Find the displacement at the end of the stud taking the modulus of rigidity of copper as 82.7 GPa. In previous slide we have studied that the modulus of rigidity or the shear modulus equal to tau I phi. Here we have the shear modulus, we have to find the phi, and tau is equal to force upon area. So we can calculate the force upon area. We can calculate the force upon area by the area is 10 mm diameter, so we can calculate the area, and the cross sectional area we can calculate from here, and the force is given 36 kilonewton, and so we can calculate from here tau, and g is equal to tau upon phi. So this is the g, so we can calculate the phi. Thank you.